And welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Luke Elvey. It's great to have your company as always. Alongside me is Rich Beam, and out on the courses, Henny Kuyak and John McCarthy will be following all the action. And Beamer, your thoughts quickly here on Torrey Pines South. It is a big boy golf course, isn't it?
It is, and these players are in for a rude awakening because they've had some pretty simple golf courses up to this point. But this golf course, U.S. Open venue, this is going to punch you right in the mouth. There's no holding back here. This golf course is flat out tough. One of the toughest tests these players will see all year long. It's usually damp. It's usually cool. The wind blows off the ocean. It is just all around not fun to play in. I tell you what, if you're playing well, you can really find out what you are doing well, and that will help you in the upcoming season a lot.
Let's catch up with play down on the opening hole. And as we take a closer look at our featured player, the word is that this rookie has been able to develop a rivalry with someone on tour. Henny Kuyak is our person on the ground and has more intel. What can you tell us, Henny?
That's right. Our featured player has been saying, even though it's their first year on tour, they want to set their sights on beating some of the more established players, starting with their playing partner, Rose Zhang. Which is an interesting way to set career goals, especially because Rose Zhang is a young superstar who loves to win, and she will take you down with a calm, sweet smile on her face. It's a good way to set career goals and points to the confidence this young player has in their game.
Oh, we always love to get the gossip on the ins and outs of players and their rivalries. Henny, thanks for that information. We'll be keeping an eye on this one closely. Well, this one looks like it's heading to the sand. Seemed to lose the handle on that shot. Well, you'd have to think this person's got a head full of confidence, Rich, coming off a last start win. That's outstanding. Mark that down on the highlight reel. Oh, I'd like to have one more look at that shot.
Yeah, this is just absolutely textbook, Luke. This is how you do it.
Currently at -1 following that hole. The second, a short par 4, one that the players like to take on these days, Rich. A good birdie look here.
They do. It used to be where you laid back on top of the hill and took a wedge, 9-iron sometimes for your second shot, but a lot of players now are challenging that bunker down the right-hand side, getting as far down there as possible, and just having a flick with a sand wedge in for their seconds.
Not bad. Just about 8 feet left to the hole.
This for a birdie run.
Okay, slow down now. That's enough. And just a little bit of clean-up work remaining on this hole. No movement up or down on the leaderboard for this player. One of the most photographed holes in all of the PGA Tour is this downhill par 3 third at Torrey Pines South.
I like it when they move this tee box up and it's only a wedge, because when they make it a 5-iron or more, this thing gets really difficult. Firm green, actually tilts away from you towards the ocean. This is a really difficult green to find.
Going with the 7. That was a beauty. Always nice to have a birdie putt. That. Just a short putt remaining here. He finds himself with a share of the lead. One of the hardest holes on the entire property is the par 4 fourth, Rich. It is a strong, demanding hole right from tee to green.
Very picturesque, this fourth hole. Pacific Ocean directly to the golfer's left-hand side. Don't be sucked in by the views, however. You want no part of that. And you certainly don't want any part of that fairway bunker down the right-hand side either. Find the fairway, and you've got a good chance at knocking it on this green in 2. Be wary, though. Anything long and left on this green is no good.
That's well played. Anything on the green from there was fine. Anything in 5 feet to be handy from here. This one looks to be a big bender.
She'll take it. Big breaking putt, not easy to read. This is going to be an easy par, though.
Let's return to live play now. And he's down there. You got to read.
Okay, this one starts out pretty straight, but it will go left at the end.
It's on a good line. Our current leader is enjoying a one-shot lead. There's a real premium on your tee shots here at Torrey Pines South Course. Keeping ball in fairways critical, and that is illustrated also by the par 4 fifth.
This fairway cambers from left to right, which helps a fade on this hole. However, don't get too overzealous and pull it, because that fairway bunker down the left, that sees a lot of action. Second shot is a green that pitches back toward you from back to front. That's got a lot of movement over on the left-hand side. No harm, no foul there with that shot.
Henny, what's the player facing here?
He's got, I'd say, a solid 145 here.
This one heading towards the green.
Fantastic approach, right at it. Rose Zhang is having a word
Whoa.
with her caddy after that shot. Not sure if it's related or not, but the rivalry seems to be heating up here.
Whoa.
Oh, wow, that's
Melkein löi noin, saatana.
Setting the tone early in this round.
Now 2 shots up after that one. Rich, there are a number of strong holes on this outward half, but the par 5 sixth, the players are definitely thinking birdie here, but it's all set up by the tee shot.
It's a nice reprieve, this par 5. Just a little bit dogleg from left to right. Keep it shy of those fairway bunkers down the left-hand side, and almost every player will give it a go in 2. This is a 3-tiered green with a low area over on the left-hand side that sees a lot of action.
Well, that's a handy shot. Sitting at 3 under par. Opting for the 5-wood.
Boy.
Let's take a look at Rose Zhang, shall we?
Boy.
This looks pretty handy. Okay, let's get back to the action. A chance to move to 5 under par. Henny, you've had the chance to have a look over this one?
Yeah, he's got just over 16 feet here.
Put the brakes on that one. That's got far too much speed. Looks like a pretty straightforward 5-footer to me.
Ei meinaa nähdä.
And that putt will drop, and he'll extend his lead.
That sets a positive tone for the player, doesn't it?
Still in the lead now after that hole. The par 4 7th, a little dog leg left to right. Again, positioning of the tee is key.
Lovely tee shot here. Just take it at those bunkers on the left-hand side and hit yourself a little baby fade. From there, you've got a green that sits above you slightly, and also chases away from you just a little bit, believe it or not. This is a really good, strong par 4. Par is a great score.
Well, she was a popular star in the amateur ranks, a college star as well, but she's quickly become a star in the women's game, hasn't she? Roseanne continues to shine out here on tour.
Making the transition from great amateur player to winning on the LPGA Tour, it's not, she makes it look seamless, which is absolutely not the case. And very few in the game are actually able to do that. And I think if you look in the history of it, only the greats are able to make that transition from amateur game to professional game and not be bothered by it at all. And she looks to be one of those players. I'm looking forward to seeing how her career progresses. She's going to be one of the greats.
Wait.
Well, I hope he makes this one. It's for par. John, have you got a read on this one? What's it going to do?
Pretty sure this one's moving to the left.
Oh, wow, what a great putt that is. And now that finds him in first place. We head up the hill away from the ocean here at the 8th hole, Rich. A lovely par 3, but all the challenges in the green.
It is. It's very wide, not very deep. Players going in there with kind of mid-irons to short irons. Uphill the entire way. Difficult to get it on that back level when they stick the pin all the way on top.
Looks to have chosen the 7-iron. Yes, anytime you can find the green and have a putt, you'll take it. 14 feet to the cup. So
Arvasin.
big putt for par coming up. And he's holding steady in first place after that one. The par 5 9th is a monster, over 600 yards, Rich. Challenging, to say the least.
I think the challenging part about it, Lucas, is just straight away. You have to hit a straight tee shot, a straight second shot, and a straight third shot to find the green in 3. It really is just that simple and straightforward. The green does have 2 tiers on it, but for the most part, Luke, it's an inviting third shot.
3 wins already this season.
A tough break there, just getting into that second cut of rough.
Trying to get to 5 under with this putt. Penny, take us through the break on this putt.
Gently does it. It's downhill, breaking off to the right-hand side here.
Mark it down. That's birdie number 5. Here we go, Rich. In the lead, late in the championship. It's exciting.
Well, after 9, so far so good. It's great to see these two players stepping up, getting the best out of the games. It'll be interesting to see exactly who's going to be ahead at the end of the tournament.
Oh, that's a tough break.
Ehkä se meni, mä en näin. Oho, punkkeri.
And Rich, that back-to-back win could be within reach here. This player can just gain a few more strokes on the inward half.
Winning last week, this player's full of confidence, and rightly so.
Maybe needed a better club from the caddy. It's a bit strong, this. And he's not hit the mark on that approach.
Needed to take a little less club on that approach.
And this one is for his par.
Mikä toi oli?
This putt just 5 feet away from the hole.
You know, some bogeys are good bogeys.
Ooh. And this one will be for double bogey. And a quick look at the leaderboard has our featured player currently in first spot, with Sahith Tagala in second. There aren't too many easy holes here at Torrey Pines South, but the course certainly gets tougher as we head to the par 3 11th.
This green from the back tee looks minuscule. There's just not a lot of room on the front of it. Even the back section, which it does get a little bit wider, it still is very small. A massive shelf, top left. If you get it up there, happy days for you. If not, just find the green, 2-putt, make 3, move on.
And here we are with the third shot. How about this line? Okay, time to return to the action. This putt right on 12 feet to the hole. And he's down there.
Sieltä pysty zoomaan, kun mä en näe noita
Slight break to the right
merkkejä.
here. Now that's how you roll the rock.
Oh, so close to a birdie. Just a tiny putt is all that remains. As we head to the next tee, he leads by 2 shots. Rich, in your opinion, is this the hardest par 4 on the entire West Coast?
If it's not, it's certainly top 2. The only other one that I could think that it would come close to is probably the 10th at Pebble, especially with the tee box all the way back there. You know, it's just, it doesn't have the scenery, but it has the demand that you can't geek a drive out there and expect anything good to happen, and you certainly can't afford really to have a bad iron shot either. It's just a strong par 4. Again, different look than what you have at 10 at Pebble, but it's the difficulty is just the same.
Well struck. Found the green side bunker. Looking for an up and down here. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, that one just missed the hole. And back to the play, shall we? Okay, Henny, what's he looking at with this putt?
Setting up this putt 11 feet from the cup.
That one not quite reaching to the hole there. That was a sensational approach, Rich, but you've got to feel like an opportunity was lost. Our current leader is up by 3 shots. 13 is a really cool par 5, the first of 2 in the inward 6 holes here, but you've got to know your drive if you want to get there in 2.
This is one of the most interesting par 5s you'll ever play. If you hit a good tee shot, find the fairway, and you have the opportunity to reach, then happy days. But if you don't find the fairway or can't reach, now you've got to lay up into a low area where you're going to have a 3rd shot that's absolutely blind. This 3rd shot could be one of the most difficult 3rd shots.
Tajuu, miksi se ei anna mulle driveria. Se ei anna lyödä tonne niinku perille asti. Perkele. Uutista.
Well played. Putting for birdie. Mark it down. That's 6 birdies today. And that will take him now to 4 under the card. Over to 14 we go, a par 4.
And a really good par 4 once again. Dogleg from right to left. Those bunkers on the left, you don't want any part of them. And from there, the difficulty is judging the distance with your 2nd shot. This is an infinite edge look from the fairway. So when it pins in the back section of this green, it's nearly impossible to judge the distance. This is a wonderful, wonderful design.
This looks to be a fairway seeker to me. From around 120 yards here. That's a wonderful shot here at the 14th. It sets up a chance for birdie.
Luke, nothing gets past you. Yes, this kid is a stud.
It's just about 3 feet away.
All right, guys, this for 2 birdies in a row.
Oh, what a round this is. 7 birdies today.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row. He's feeling it.
Currently at -5 now for the event. We stride across the 15th, Rich, and we talk about strong par 4s. This is another one.
As big as 12 was, Luke, this is almost twice the size, if you can imagine it, with a tiny landing area out there. This is possibly the meanest hole on this golf course. Not hardest, meanest. If you've walked off with par on this hole, job well done, my friend.
Playing from around 190 yards out. This one could take a little bounce to the left. This looks very handy. Another fine-looking strike, this one. It'll find the green.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens in regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
And our leaders managed to build a 5-shot buffer over the field. 16th, the last of the par 3s on this golf course, but it's not an easy one.
This is underrated difficult. The green is big in size, but it plays awfully small because there's really small sections to this green. The front, the back right, and the top left. If you find the right section, job well done. If you don't, it's going to be a difficult 2-putt to say the least.
Oh.
And that was a bit of a misfire.
What a shame.
Oh.
Has hit a lot of greens today, just not on this occasion.
Oh, a lovely opportunity to save par here. John, what's the line on this putt?
Well, I think this one's going to be going left to right.
Oh.
How close was that? But now it's getting further away. Well, it's providing some hope to the rest of the field as our leader stumbles with a bogey. Okay, holding steady on the leaderboard after that hole. Your ball striking certainly gets tested off the tee here at 17 as we head for home at Torrey Pines South.
You want to avoid the bunkers on the right, but in doing so, you bring the ravine on the left into play, don't you? Second shot, though, plays slightly uphill. There's 2 distinct sections, the left and the right here. A little bit of a spine that bisects this green. This is a really good, strong par 4. Par is a great score.
Oh, this one's right down the pipe. That is one of the best shots you will see.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
What an opportunity to make a birdie. And with that putt, he's bounced back immediately from his previous drop shot. And maintaining top spot on the leaderboard after that hole. And the finishing hole here at Torrey Pines South, one of the more famous on the PGA Tour, site of so many of Tiger's wonderful victories. Par 5, you can get there in 2.
You can, but you have to thread your drive in between those 4 fairway bunkers that line the fairway. From there, now you have to think, do I want to take on this flag with the bunkers right, bunkers left, and certainly the water in front? It's a daunting second shot, but if you're brave enough to take it on, then you could reap massive rewards.
Ooh, staying aggressive, going for the green. Oh, I love this type of courage, Rich. Going forward in 2.
2 big hits there, knocking it on this par 5 and 2.
Here's a putt to finish his round with the clubhouse lead. Henny, what's he facing with this putt?
Setting up this putt 30 feet from the cup.
Bumps.
Not far from the green here, just in the greenside rough. Sitting at -6. Currently leading. And now this to sign off on a 67. Oh. Trying to limit the damage on 18 here. This left for the double bogey. He's managed to hole out now and has the clubhouse lead. That's good golf, but the nervous wait begins as the rest of the field finishes up. And Rich, you know all about this. It's hard just to win once on the PGA.
Joo, eiköhän tää ollut taas tässä.
Impressive. Absolutely impressive. Winning breeds winning, but it also takes a lot out of you. So to contend again the week after winning, boy, I'd say this player is something special.
I'm Luke Elvey, alongside Rich Beam, and on behalf of all the hard-working folks at HP Studios, it's goodbye for now.